The legacy of international players is undeniable. From Hakeem to Dražen, from Dirk and Manu to Luka and Giannis. These players have forever changed the NBA. With unique skills, intelligence and play styles, international stars have brought new strategies, opened up new fan bases and expanded the scope of what it means to be a basketball player. This is Flashback Hoops, and in this video we'll uncover how international players have elevated the NBA both on and off the court, transforming not just how the game is played but where it's loved. Let's dive in. The NBA's inaugural season tipped off in November 1946 with a game between the New York Knickerbockers and the Toronto Huskers in Ontario, Canada. On the Huskers roster was Hank Biasari, an Italian-Canadian, marking the debut of the first international player in the league. Though his NBA career was brief, it signaled the beginning of a global influx. In 1978, Michael Thompson became the first foreign-born #1 overall draft pick, paving the way for others. Born in the Bahamas, Thompson would go on to win 2 championships with the Los Angeles Lakers. By the 80s, international talent began to blossom. In 1984, the league saw its international players reach double digits for the first time. Despite initial skepticism, with many teams labeling international players as soft or overly focused on shooting, the perception began to shift. The 1984 NBA draft was historic, with Nigerian-born Hakeem Olajuwon being selected first overall by the Houston Rockets. In a draft filled with legendary talent, including Michael Jordan, Olajuwon stood out, cementing his place as one of the greatest players of all time. Olajuwon's basketball journey began in Lagos, Nigeria, where he discovered the sport at age 15. After moving to the US to attend the University of Houston, he led his team to 3 consecutive Final Four appearances. Known as the Dream, Olajuwon's career was filled with accolades: MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, and the rare achievement of winning an MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year all in the same season. He remains one of the only 4 players in NBA history to record a quadruple-double. In 1994, Olajuwon faced another international giant in the NBA Finals, Patrick Ewing. Born in Jamaica, Ewing moved to the US at age 11 and became a basketball sensation at Georgetown University, leading his team to a national championship in 1984. Drafted first overall in 1985 by the New York Knicks, Ewing became the cornerstone of the Knicks' success in the 90s, highlighted by his dominant 22-point, 22-rebound performance that helped end the Knicks' 20-year final drought in 1994. Then came Dražen Petrović, a sharp-shooting guard from Croatia. Dražen was a trailblazer, showing Europe that their players could not only compete but excel in the NBA. Tragically, his life was cut short in 1993, but his impact on the league remains undeniable. The 80s also brought us international big men who changed the way centers played the game. Vlade Divac from Serbia was one of the first to showcase that big men could do more than just post up. They could pass, shoot, and run the offense. As a part of the Kings' legendary rivalry with the Lakers, he showed the NBA that international big men could shine in more than just rebounding and defense. And then there was Arvydas Sabonis. Though he entered the NBA late in his career, Sabonis' incredible vision and shooting made him a nightmare for opponents. Imagine if he joined the league earlier, he could have been one of the greatest centers of all time. Toni Kukoc, a Croatian prodigy, was a key piece of the Chicago Bulls' dominance in the 90s. His versatility, shooting and playmaking ability made him a perfect fit alongside Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, contributing to the Bulls' historic second three-peat. Kukoc was ahead of his time. His ability to handle the ball and shoot from deep redefined what it meant to be a forward. His success proved that international players could not only keep up but help dominate in the NBA's highest stakes moments. By the 2000s, international players weren't just contributors, they were superstars. First up, Dirk Nowitzki from Germany. With his signature one-legged fadeaway, Dirk revolutionized what it meant to be a big man. His 2011 championship run with the Dallas Mavericks solidified him as one of the greatest ever. Next, Manu Ginobili from Argentina. Manu brought flair and creativity, with his Eurostep becoming a go-to move for guards worldwide. His impact with the San Antonio Spurs helped them capture 4 championships, and his influence can still be seen today. And let's not forget Yao Ming. At 7'6 foot, Yao wasn't just a giant on the court, he was a global ambassador. His presence in the NBA ignited a basketball boom in China, proving that the NBA was truly a global game. Pau Gasol from Spain brought the finesse game to the Lakers alongside Kobe. The dude could do it all: pass, shoot, defend. When he joined the Lakers, it was a game changer, and they went on to win back-to-back championships. Pau was the perfect sidekick to Kobe, and he helped bring a new level of skill and teamwork to the Lakers front court. Spain had a superstar, and the NBA was better for it. Tony Parker, the point guard from France, was the floor general for the Spurs dynasty. Quick, smart and deadly in the paint, Tony was a 4-time champ and a Finals MVP. His ability to control the pace of the game and score with those floaters made him one of the most reliable point guards in the league. He showed everyone that European point guards could dominate in the NBA. Steve Nash. Coming from Canada, Nash transformed the game with his incredible vision and playmaking. Leading the 7 seconds or less Suns, Nash won back-to-back MVPs and helped usher in the fast pace, space and pace style we see today. Nash wasn't just a passer, he could hit shots too, making him one of the most well-rounded point guards ever. Now let's talk about the current generation of international stars. First, the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. From humble beginnings, selling trinkets on the streets of Athens, Giannis became a 2-time MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year and an NBA champion. His relentless drive and versatility make him one of the most dominant players in the league. Giannis is the definition of hard work paying off. He has proven he's one of the best in the world, and he's not done yet. Next, Nikola Jokic, the Serbian sensation. The Joker has redefined being a center with his ridiculous passing and court vision. This guy can drop a triple-double on any given night, and his IQ is second to none. By winning 3 season MVPs in the past 4 years, Jokic is showing the world that international players aren't just good, they are running the league. And last but not least, Luka Doncic from Slovenia. Already a triple-double machine, Luka's dazzling playmaking and clutch performances have made him breaking records left and right. At just 24 years old, Luka's ceiling seems limitless. The impact of international players goes far beyond individual accolades. They have redefined positions, revolutionized playing styles, and expanded the NBA into a truly global league. Dirk normalized big man shooting threes, Ginobili's Eurostep became a universal move for guards, and players like Giannis and Jokic have shown that size doesn't limit skill. Today the game is faster, more skilled and more global, thanks to the influence of international talent. The future of the NBA is brighter than ever, and with more talent from around the world entering the league, international players aren't just part of the NBA, they are its driving force. So, what's the legacy of these international players? They have expanded the game of basketball far beyond American borders. The NBA is now a global sport, and the influence of international stars is a big reason why. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the impact of international players in the NBA. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe and ring the bell for more fascinating stories. Until next time, keep the game alive.